Okay, welcome back to ModTheSpire for the Defect, who is at 2 and 7, which is not great. Let's see how we do here. Okay, couple of okay options offered to us. We could remove a card, that's perfectly acceptable, or we could get some gold, or we could get even more gold for a curse, or we could perhaps boss swap here. There's an argument for all three of these options, I think. And let's look at these paths available for us. So this one would be nice, but it does require us to get pretty strong by this point. We could go here instead. Is that any good? It's fine. It's actually good. Good or fine. So we could take plenty of campfires and get a couple of elites. Or if we feel like it, we could go here, get a store and an elite instead of a campfire here. So I like our pathing options here, but it still eludes me which one of these starting bonuses I'd like to get the most. I mean, obviously, if you could know what we get from the boss swap, then I would pick that, as long as it's like the runic pyramid or something like that. Just take the 100 gold. Yeah, I don't think I want the curse since the store is a bit late, I guess. Removing is fine. So I think it's either the 100 gold or the removal. So with the 100 gold we kind of do want to take this teal path, which, I don't know, might be okay, but let's actually evaluate this pathing a bit again. So this red path is, let's see, 3 elites. Steel path into the green path is also 3 elites. Okay, so we don't really need to do the red path. The only benefit really from the red path is that we will get the burning elite done. Guess we could take the gold. But the removal is also fine. Let's take the gold. 100. 100 gold only. And let's get to killing the jawworm. Okay, 12. 3, 3 and 6 is 12. That's not enough to kill, so let's block. Alright. Distilled Chaos, very good potion. Compile Driver, perfectly acceptable first damage card, which does have some potential to draw things. Cool-Headed, also okay, but not good in the beginning of Act 1. Storm, I usually don't take. Then again, I could like make a run that is built around Storm by taking it here, but there is the chance that we meet the Awakened one in Act 3, which punishes you severely for taking too many powers. Let's just take the Compile Driver. Also, we would need to find other powers to actually make Storm do anything. Okay, we are taking damage. Can't be helped. Could have used the potion, I guess, but we'd rather save it for an elite. Okay. Alright, so we get to choose. Basically never take Steam Barrier here. But Go for the Ice and Rip and Tear are both acceptable. I think, even though Rip and Tear doesn't have like much long-term potential, it's going to enable us to do more aggressive things in Act 1 and 2. And we desperately want damage added to our decks every time when we're at the beginning of Act 1, so let's take the Rip and Tear here. Okay, we get to remove a strike, that's excellent. Especially since we've added 2 better damage cards than a strike. Next up, 2 slimes. Okay, let's play the Rip and Tear. Can't kill this one, so we block. Okay. There we go. So hologram, turbo or melter. Normally I would pick melter here because, well, as I said, we want to add damage to our deck. However, we already have Rip and Tear and Compile Driver, which kind of are similar mediocre damage cards for the Defect. Turbo isn't good yet, but it's one of the better mid to late game Defect cards. Hologram, kind of the same deal as Turbo, though not quite as effective maybe. And it also kind of does want the upgrade. So I'm leaning towards Turbo here already, even though it's not going to be that helpful just yet. But let's take the Turbo. We could even do 4 elites if we were strong enough, but I don't think we are. So do this elite and then do the teal path into the green path. Oh, we get to offer something. So there are basically 2 choices here, I think. One of them is strike. Well, we could also offer a defend, but we could also offer a rip and tear to get a full heal out of this event. That's actually acceptable, I think. Though we will need to buy something that deals damage at the store to get through this elite fight, if we do that. So how much healing is that? It is 22, right? That's pretty substantial. I think it's worth it. Maybe? Is it? No, it's probably better to get rid of a strike instead. Yeah, let's get rid of a strike. Okay, and I'm not strong enough, I don't think, for the red elite, am I? Not the red elite, the red path elite. I do have the, or we do have the distilled chaos potion, but other than that we're pretty bad. So let's not go for it. Let's instead upgrade, I think Zap, actually. Maybe Rip and Tear. Let's do Zap first. Make it 0 cost. And let's see if we can handle this teal path. We did take the gold anyway. We could go to this store, but that means skipping out on a campfire instead. Okay. Skim is on sale. There's Happy Flower available for more energy. Skim is excellent since we've added Turbo. Toolbox is here. That's pretty good. Maybe even better than Happy Flower, actually. Doom and Gloom is here for damage. And we might need more damage. We can do... let's see, 120. Yes, we can do Doom and Gloom, Scheme, and Remove. I think that's better than buying a Relic. And I guess it's still a strike. Since we now have 3 added damage cards. And we can even buy a potion to further facilitate taking this path with the 3 elites. Let's do that. Okay. Spent all of our cash. And we fight the Gremlin Bob. Going to go ahead and use the strength potion here. Do it in this order so that we can make use of, or we draw more so we can make more use out of Turbo here. Okay, good turn 1. Yes, I know. Okay, do we play the Scheme here? If we hit dual cast, 24 plus 8 is enough to kill, so I think it's worth the risk. The risk being that Gremlin Bob here will gain strength. Then again, we don't need to kill it just yet, we can just defend. Defend twice and strike. I think that might be better, actually. Yeah, let's do that instead. Take 4 here. There we go. Get the Ancient Tea Set and a Blessing of the Forge. And either a Cold Snap or a Reinforced Body. Cold Snap giving us a Frost Orb, which is pretty good, especially since we already have a Compile driver and we have a Turbo. More draw. Reinforced Body is good when paired with Turbo. I like where this run is going so far. So Reinforced Body is the uncommon card, while the Cold Snap is the common card. So we could pick up Reinforced Body here and probably get a Cold Snap later on if we want it. That's probably okay. Which one do we want? Both of them have synergies with our deck. I think with the Turbo we should maybe go for the Reinforced Body already. Let's do that. Okay, and we get the Blood Vial here. Not that exciting of a relic, but it does heal us a bit. And well, actually we don't want the Vampire event even with the Blood Vial, because we only have 1 strike left. But let's pick up the Blood Vial here. It's early enough to be worth it. Okay. Could already upgrade Turbo actually with this deck. We could also upgrade Dual Cast. Or Scheme. Or Doom and Gloom. Let's do the Turbo already. Much energy is better than less energy. Okay, let's do Rip and Tear Reinforced Body here. Oh, we actually have more energy because of the Ancient Tea Set, so you don't need to do that in that order. Okay, we do get the Turbo Plus here, but it doesn't accomplish anything. So we also want to upgrade our card draw in Scheme at some point. We are taking 6, huh? Are we? 16 plus 10. No, we're not. Okay. Static Discharge Overclock. Now that could be juicy. Don't usually like Overclock much because the burn is pretty bad, but with this deck it might just be useful enough. Not sure I like static discharge either, though we do probably want more damage for Hexaghost. Ball Lightning also good here, but it's not as good as the other options, I don't think. So if we take static discharge, that means we will have to start calculating what we do on our turns far more. Since we want to block, but not for the entire amount usually. Overclock is kind of a semi-risky pick here, because I'm not sure how the benefit, or if the benefit will outweigh the added burns. I guess we should try the static discharge, because it's good against Hexaghost and we do need more damage. Let's take it. Next up, the Lagavulin. Okay, Turbo not doing anything, unless I play Compile driver. Don't think I want to. Right. Let's start with the Doom and Gloom, I guess. Consider a potion, but nah. Here I could use a potion, though it doesn't accomplish that much. We are taking damage. Unless we play the Distilled Chaos, I guess. We might do that. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good turn for Distilled Chaos here. Let's keep the Blessing of the Forge. Okay, Scheme, Defend, Rip and Tear. So we can guarantee we get Turbo. No, we can't, because the Scheme is in the discard pile. Never mind. But let's try the Compile Driver. Okay, we do get the Turbo. Good, good, good. There we go, exactly 19, so we take 1 damage here to activate Static Discharge. Though we didn't actually need the Lightning Orb in this fight, I guess. Did we? 28. Plus 6. 34, that's not enough to kill. So unless we use the Blessing of the Forge, we are taking damage. Or if we hit something good with Compile Driver, like Turbo or Dual Cast. Or even Zap will be fine. Okay, let's see what we get with Compile Driver. Okay, we get the Turbo. Nice. There we go. Get the Omamori. Good time to pick it up in Act 1. Negates curses. Turbo number 2 is here. We do have the Scheme and we do have the Compile Driver. I actually kind of like it. Amplify is also here, but we don't have any powers apart from Static Discharge. Recursion would be good if upgraded. Unupgraded, it's kind of meh. Let's try 2 turbos. Super early for it, but let's try it. And with that in mind, we definitely want more card draw, so Scheme is our next upgrade. Okay, 3 sentries next. Could consider Blessing of the Forge, but we don't need hit points for Hexaghost, so it's fine. Yeah, let's full block here. Instead of getting 1 Lightning Orb. $21. Okay. So far the second turbo, not really helpful, but as we continue to add card draw to our deck, it will really pay for itself. There we go. Get the Art of War. Okay, double energy is offered to us, but I don't think we can take it. We already have 2 turbos. We can make a lot of energy, but we have nothing to spend it on if we take that. It also kind of wants an upgrade. Boot sequence is okay, but it's not going to help us in the Hexaghost fight at all. Beam Cell is okay if upgraded, which we can do. We would like to upgrade Static Discharge for Mr. Hexa here, though. So I'm leaning towards a skip. Though the boot sequence would be okay in Act 2. If we could bottle the Scheme, I would definitely take the boot sequence, but we cannot do that. I'll just skip all of this. Not sure if I'm making the right call there. And since we do want more damage, let's upgrade static discharge. Okay, we get static discharge turn 1 as well as the skim. Okay, we both get the both of the turbos, but we don't actually have anything good to do with them, so we'll skip them. Do we dual cast here? Might as well. So we definitely want more card draw of some sort. Let's just take some damage. Get value out of static discharge. Could play a strike with a turbo, but let's not. Block once only. So for this fight, these turbos have been very poor. But I still stand by my decision of taking both of them. As long as we can find some more card draw. Seek is good. We can get skim or turbo or reinforced body or static discharge or something good we find later. Highest cognition, also an excellent defect card. But I think I like the Seek more. So both of them are very good. And it is possible that picking biased cog here would be like the condition that enables us to win the run. If we don't find other ways of scaling. But I think I like the Seek more. So let's take that. Okay, Don't want Sneko Eye. Not with these zero cost cards. With the Blood While Healing, we could consider Coffee Dripper. We could just take Nuclear Battery. We have plenty of energy already with the turbos. So I think Nuclear Battery is better than the Coffee Dripper here. We also have an Art of War and an Ancient Tea set for further energy. And we might need to rest at some point, so let's take the Nuclear Battery. Alright, let's see. Campfire, Elite into possible further Elite. Elite, Campfire, Elite into the similar or the same path actually. We have 171 gold. We could go to this store here. So the question is, do I want a store? And do I feel strong enough to take on this Elite? I don't know how strong we are against the Elite. Static Discharge is good against the Book of Stabbing. Doom and Gloom is pretty good against the other two options. We could head to this node and decide if we are strong enough to go for the Elite or not. If not, we can go here. Possibly here. So I think the purple path is our pick here. Okay, we fight the birds. We get a bad turn 1. Could use a potion maybe. We are taking 8 damage here. Okay, well, let's take it. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, and now that we get reinforced body with the turbo, we are only being attacked 1 times 6 instead. Here's static discharge though. So we can get excellent value out of it. I guess we will. Which means no blocking, which means more damage taken, but oh well. Let's get through this. Could only allow us to be hit once here. Is that good? Probably. Saves us 5 health. Okay, let's be a little bit greedy with our health. Okay, we can seek for dual cast or skim here. Dual cast is probably the better one. We can kill this one, almost kill this one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Cool-headed is card draw. It's not upgraded, sadly, but it's kind of double card draw since we have the compile driver, which benefits from unique orbs. And it also draws by itself. So we'll take that, I think. Yeah. Don't have a frost orb yet, anyway. Thieves, huh? This is a good blessing of the Forge turn. Let's use it. And block. Don't usually kill this one first, but that's just how it went here. We can seek for the skim to draw everything. Good. Don't have enough damage unless both of these hit this one. But we can block. Oh, they both do hit that one. Okay. Sure. And let's allow us to be hit once here. For 1 damage, that is. No, we have this thing. Okay, 8 plus 2 is 10. That's the same deal. Kill yourself. There you go. Okay. Another turbo silver to us, but the hologram, now that can get us skim plus back or a turbo. It's sadly not upgraded, but oh well. We'd also consider rebound for a similar type of deal, but I think I like the hologram more. Okay, face traders here. I think we'll gamble here. We don't, like... There are a couple of bad faces, yeah, but they're not that bad for us specifically, and the good ones are pretty good indeed. So let's gamble. Okay, we get the neutral one, the cultist headpiece. Nice fish, nice fish. Okay, if you say so, sir. Yeah, this is what happens with that thing. Okay, let's seek for, I think, skim. We have so many good upgrades in our deck now. We should maybe consider going yellow path just for the upgrades and go for even this upgrade as well. It might be better than relics, actually. Especially since there's no risk involved. But let's see what happens in this fight before we make such decisions. Okay, holograms here. We can do what I discussed, which is get skim back. Let's do so. Okay, the deck is coming together. Eventually we'll be able to do even sillier things, as long as we live. Here's Turbo again. Might as well. Here's Skim again. And we draw 2 voids, but no fear, dual cast is here. Gain 5 energy. Okay, so how much do we want to block for? This is 5. 2 times this is 14. We don't need to get the static discharge value in this fight, I don't think. Do we want it though? So this is 12 plus 5 is 17. Okay, well that's good enough. Let's get some value out of it. Take exactly 1 here. Okay. Skim and Turbo are here. Excellent. So we want to compile driver before we spend this dark orb. So to get more value out of static discharge, we should defend twice and then reinforce body once, right? I think so. I think that's the best plan here. Okay, we are taking damage. Not much, but we are. So what we've learned from this fight is that while the deck is starting to come together, the damage is still lacking. Which means we probably want to skip at least some of the elites. Okay, I could do some math here, but I don't really need to, I think. Not much, at least. So how many times do we want to block? 4. Which means we can play this. Okay, if I strike here, these lightning orbs will kill. Okay. There we go. Get a weak potion. Get another static discharge plus. Do we want it? Probably. It's going to be pretty hilarious if we have both of them in play. I don't love it. It kind of messes with our dark orb and with frost orb a little bit, but it's what we are offered. So we should probably pick it, unless for some reason we want rebound. Which could be good with the scheme things we're doing. We are fighting the bronze automaton, so static discharge is very bad in that fight, I think. Weird situation. We will need some help to get through that. Some form of scaling, so in hindsight maybe the biased cognition would have been better than the seek. Because that would maybe get us through the bronze automaton fight. Interesting. Weird situation. I could even skip this. I don't know. This isn't good for the bronze automaton, but I guess it's good enough to take here. So let's take the static discharge plus. And now the question is, do we want to go yellow path or purple path? Purple path could get us killed. Definitely. We can still do 1 or 2 elites if we go yellow path. Well, maybe even 3 if we go here. We have 200 gold. Let's just go to the store, I guess. Bag of prep is here. That's an excellent relic. Machine learning would be good for us as well. We can't afford both. Card removal would be good. But like before, we can't afford everything. I think bag of prep is better than the other options. Speeds us up quite a bit. And that's all we can afford. Okay, so I think Seek is our upgrade here. I would also like to upgrade Cool-Headed and Hologram. Maybe Dualcast, maybe the other turbo. But yeah, Seek is excellent. Doubles its value. And let's see. We do want upgrades over difficult elite fights, I think. So let's go for the yellow path again. We meet the Snecko. Okay, nice. Get the Seek here. Let's get Scheme and Turbo Plus, I think. Okay, still want more card draw. We have 3 energy left to spend and the Turbo Plus in our hand. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, thank you Reinforced Body for at least being somewhat consistent. I guess we just block here. We could maybe block only twice to get value out of static discharge. So we can't actually hologram anything back. Ouch! It seems we're taking damage. Well, actually no. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. We'll skip the energy potion, we don't need energy. Here's Consume Plus, that's a way to scale. I think we'll take it. Does mean we do kind of want to find a way to get more orb slots as well, but I think we'll like that Consume Plus a lot at the moment. Even if we play twice for only 1 orb slot, though that does kind of mess with Compile Driver. Okay. And we want more card draw. I think Hologram is the best card draw adjacent possibility here. Cool-headed is the other one. So with the hologram, hologram upgrade, it no longer exhausts. Molten egg is offered. I think we can skip it. For the sapphire key. Though some upgraded attacks would still be nice. This deck could make use of Meteor Strike, for example, because we can play it with the turbos and the Seek. I think we'll just take the Sapphire Key. And now the question is, do we want an elite or another upgrade? I guess the answer might just be we want to upgrade Cool-headed for even more card draw. Though some card rewards and some relics would also be nice. We do want to find some way of getting orb slots or something still. The question is, how well do we perform against an elite here? And the answer is, maybe we'll be fine, but I don't actually know. The 3 slavers are probably the worst because of the added wounds and because that's just in general the most difficult fight out of them. And our damage is a bit lacking, I think. Against Book of Stabbing, as long as we don't get overwhelmed by wounds, we're probably fine. Gremlin Knob kind of depends on RNG, maybe, I don't know. So the safest option, of course, is to take the campfire, but is it like the best option? Because our upgrade is Cool-headed, which is okay, but it's not that impactful, I don't think. I think we'll go for the hallway fight, and then we'll see how we are feeling if we take this elite on. Well, Blood Vial has healed us for 18, so I guess it's not as mediocre as I claimed. Okay, let's get both static discharges in play. Might want to spend the colorless potion in this fight. Might be taking quite a bit of damage, maybe. And we can do skim hologram things. With a deck like this, there are so many possibilities of playing your hand. It kind of becomes a bit overwhelming. Just what you want to be doing. But I think this is pretty easily skim plus here to get back. So we can do things with Seek afterwards. We can also dual cast that, but let's wait. Dual cast for even more energy. So this is what we want out of this deck, just to be able to keep playing cards. We even got the hologram back for even more skimming. And we can seek for whatever we want, either before or after. Okay. Dual cast would be good here. But we don't have access to it. So to get maximum value out of these static discharges, we just defend once. Which means not killing either of them. That's probably what we want to do. So let's get We might actually want to get the Void and the Daze back in that case. Let's get the Void and Rip and Tear. Actually skip Consume in this fight. Maybe that's a mistake. We could just get Compile Driver for even more draws, but I think we want to take 1 damage here. 21, okay. Well, we can still play the Consume. I just made a little bit of a mistake by not playing it earlier. Okay, let's see how this goes. Nice. And that's enough to kill. Okay. Fusion is here. I don't think we want it. Not with what we are doing. With the Consume, it kind of becomes a bit awkward. It's also a card that wants an upgrade. So are we strong enough for the elite? I think we are with the potions. Let's see how it goes. Sadly, it is the 3 slavers. But we get a pretty good turn 1 with Seek Plus and Skim and a static Discharge and a hologram. So we might be able to do some very, very silly things here. Start out with Skim, I guess. Okay, Doom and Gloom, probably what we want. It's AoE. We can seek for the turbos. Should we seek for a Consume, though? It does cost 2 energy. I think we want both of the turbos instead. So, with the deck like this, we could spend like, I don't know, 30 minutes thinking about this turn. Because there's just so many possibilities what we could do here. But yeah, let's seek for... well, not yet. Make some room in our hand first. Also do this, I guess. Let's seek for both of the turbos. Play them. Hologram. Get Skim. Play Cool-Headed. Pile drivers here. Okay, so if we play both of these, we will have 3 energy. That's 21 block. Okay, maybe I misplayed this a little bit. Maybe we don't play both static discharges. Is that good? Also use a potion. The weak potion would be very good against Book of Stabbing if we decide to fight another elite. So 4 times this is 28. We have 7 here. So 21 plus 7 is 28, which means we are taking 6. Okay, so maybe I didn't play this optimally, but I think what we'll do is static discharge twice and then reinforced body. Oh. Well, I thought I miscalculated, but nope. Okay. This is not a good turn. Yeah, I probably misplayed. We are spreading our damage out way too much. Maybe use the colorless potion now. Let's use it. Hand of Greed is here, okay. Can we hit the red slaver or the blue slaver? Yes, we can, okay. got through that fight and get the Orichalcum. That's not very good at this point. Hologram is here again. But it is unupgraded. Even so, I think we'll take it. And let's take the question mark. Gives us more options for what we want to do. Oh, it's a big chest. With the ginger. Which is eh. So, we've taken some damage. We're at 29. Burning Elite might be out of reach now. Regular Elite. I think we can probably do with the potion. Let's go for it. Probably would have preferred Book of Stabbing here. So we might even die, but let's see. Okay, we get Seek and Scheme again. Scheme first. Probably want the static discharges in place, since those are our damage. Get the Scheme back. Do it again. Okay, so we can seek for a turbo. I'd like to get the consume in play. And I don't think we want to block anymore. Unless we block just once with the defend. Let's play the rip and tear. Oh no, we had the hologram. We could get either turbo or Scheme plus back. But we need room in our hand. Okay, let's hologram the turbo. Probably. Okay, get rid of reinforced. Turbo here, seek. Compile driver. And turbo. Okay, so do we want Doom and Gloom here? So that we can draw more with Compile driver? Or do we want to play Consume first? That is the question. Okay, this is wrecking my brain. Defect. Defect, why are you doing this to me? Okay, let's see. I think I want the consume in play more than I care about drawing at the moment. We don't get max value out of static discharges if we somehow manage to kill one of these things, though. But even so, Doom and Gloom here is AoE damage. Dual cast. Just Doom and Gloom. Okay, we did kill one, which means no static discharge value. So I might just have misplayed that pretty badly, actually. Complicated stuff. Okay, we are not getting attacked. That's good, I think. Alright, let's see. Here we are getting attacked. We are not dead, but yeah, we need to use the weakness potion. And I think it's a skip for the Doom and Gloom. Then again, we do have the Orichalcum. No, let's use the Doom and Gloom. But that activates the Frost Orb. Okay, yeah, Orichalcum, you're not helping. Well, we want the AoE, I guess, so... do that. Well, at least the damage is here, but... yeah, we're down to 8 hit points. Get a Blessing of the Forge. Don't want a Blizzard. We have 1 Frost Orb. Darkness is not going to help with these static discharges. I think we are just going to die to the Bronze Automaton. Sadly. Is there value in darkness? It's one thing that can possibly kill the Bronze Automaton, but it's very difficult to make use of with this deck. And it does kind of want an upgrade. And we do need to rest at this campfire to have any chance. I don't know. With the way this is going, with this deck and with my skill level, I don't think we can beat the Bronze Automaton, but let's see. And I think this is a skip. So Thunderstrike, can that actually be useful here? It's usually very bad. But with 2 static discharges and a Zap plus, is it actually good? Eventually it might be okay. But I think it's still a skip. Probably. I'll skip everything. And go for the question mark. Okay, it's an empty floor. We cannot read this. We don't have the health. Okay, so... I foresee us being dead in just a moment. Probably made plenty of mistakes, but... I would need to, like, think about it to actually pinpoint what exactly went wrong. Well, we'll see. We're not dead yet. But I think we do need to rest here to have any chance. Okay. Well, it's not a good turn 1, but it is a simple one. Okay, here's Seek. Get Scheme and Turbo Plus, I guess. Get Scheme Plus back. Make room. So do we hologram Turbo or Scheme Plus back? I guess it's Scheme Plus. Let's see what we get here. Consume Plus is back. Do we want to go down to 1 orb? I guess it's fine. We might even live. We'll see. Okay, we want to compile driver before we consume, I guess. Okay, let's go down to 1 orb. Okay, that's full blocking. That's not actually ideal. So I probably misplayed again. Making use of static discharge is maybe just beyond me at the moment. Okay. Ideally we would have taken like 1 damage here to actually get value out of the static discharge, so I think I just screwed myself by playing that Frost Orb. Okay. So we are already full blocking no matter what we do. Yeah, I did screw up. Oh well. So do we get Skim back? I guess we do, even with 2 energy only. Well, can't do anything apart from zap. Okay, let's see if we can do better here. 11. We could actually take 11, well, the full damage here. To get two hits in on us. Okay, we can once again hologram. But that means we're only taking 1 hit. Need to try to make sure I actually take some damage here. So not screw this up completely. Consume is now useless. Don't want to play cool-headed. So I guess we defend at least, well, once. Just once. And we could turbo for Rip and Tear plus Strike. That's pretty pathetic damage though. Let's do it anyway. Okay, so this one is going to die to the Dark Orb. Okay. We are about to be dead in just a moment. Do have the Blessing of the Forge. To have any chance of survival, we need to use it. We are probably dead anyway. Okay, so if I get dual cast back, that's 22 block. That's not enough. If I get Scheme Plus back, it's a gamble. But can we even do better? Probably not. And if I get Turbo Plus back, it's not going to help. So we need to get the Scheme and get lucky. And we need to play the sap to make room in our hand, so we need to hit one of the turbos as we reshuffle to have any chance here. Okay, we don't, so we're dead. Alright. I foresaw this coming. Devastation. I'm going to need a new map. Okay, so yeah, Defect continues to be too much for me, it seems. So yeah, let's take a look at the run history here. So one of the mistakes, or possible mistakes, is that we did take the Seek over Biased Cog. That could have helped us. We also kind of relied on static discharges and couldn't really make much use of them, partly because I'm just not a good enough player, it seems, and partly because they just don't perform well against the Bronze Automaton. What else could we have done differently? We could have upgraded the Cool-Headed. That might have made a difference, maybe, I don't know. We also would have had more health going into the Bronze Automaton fight. So that might have been one of the key factors, actually, even though it's a minor consideration, or seems like a minor consideration. Would have maybe enabled us to do something different. Maybe not rest at all, which would have meant an upgrade at the final campfire. So yeah, maybe we were too greedy in going for the elites. We should have maybe gone for the campfires instead. And I'm not... yeah, I probably misplayed those static discharges at the end of the run there pretty badly. Other than that, the deck had a lot of potential. It could, like, keep going for a long while, but eventually we just ran out of card draw or energy, so I don't know. Could have picked the whatchamacallit, the card draw card that adds a burn. We could have done that. We could have taken the double energy at some point. We could have taken the plasma orb. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, one of the ways Defect can beat the Bronze Automaton is by using a Dark Orb, and we did have a Dark Orb, but the static discharges messed with that a lot. And also, since we took the Consume Plus for scaling, we didn't have much room to do much with Compile Driver or with the Dark Orb. So a lot of factors that led to our demise. But yeah, it is what it is. So Defect gets another loss, goes to 2 and 8. Next time will be Ironclad. I don't want to do another Defect run straight away. I also do need to take a bathroom break, so yeah. Anywho, thank you for watching, and let's see how Ironclad does next time. Once again, I'm not sure when I will release or play that Ironclad run. Might take a while, or maybe not, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.